Oh, man. Cory Booker's running for president, y'all. Who's excited? Don't all speak at once. Cory Booker announced that he's running for president today. Isn't it great? Another candidate that takes corporate money. Or at least he used to, right? Remember that little thing that happened a few months back when we were trying to get drugs from Canada so we could lower prescription costs for people here in the States? And Cory Booker blocked it?
Ask you about drugs because that's obviously an important part of healthcare, and you know Bernie Sanders was very critical of you and 12 other Democrats for voting against a bill that would have allowed the importation of drugs from Canada.
The question is a very simple question. How do you have a drug manufactured by a company, manufactured in the same factory, put in the same bottles, sold in Canada, in some cases for 1/10 the price that same medicine is sold in the United States of America? How possibly can that happen?
I know that you've answered as to why you voted that way, but he was very harsh. He said you and the other Democrats lacked the guts to stand up to the pharmaceutical industry.
Well, first of all, you know that was not a bill. That was
it
was a resolution. It was not even something that, if everybody in the Senate voted, would have changed one thing. It was a late-night resolution during a vote-a-rama that some of us were asking is, hey, put some safety requirements on it. They weren't put on, and so I went right to work. I said, hey, Bernie, Senator Sanders, excuse me, let's work together. Senator Casey, Senator Sanders, and I put our heads together, worked on a bill that is incredible. Not only will it allow imports, but it gives the safety guarantees that a lot of us were concerned about.
Now, I'm not saying Cory Booker was the only one who blocked it, because he wasn't. But he did join the chorus of Democrat corporatists who wanted to stop Grandma from being able to take her medication at a reasonable rate that allowed her to also be able to buy, food.
You know that there are progressives out there who are looking for a white knight and were disappointed in that vote. And in addition, I think in 2014, you were the #1 recipient of donations from pharmaceutical companies and executives of them. How can these people who are very wary of Big Pharma and very wary of the fact that rising drug prices is one of the main reasons why healthcare costs are going up so much, that you're going to be on their side and not the side of all these pharmaceutical companies that are in your state?
I'm a big believer that life is about what you do and not what you say.
Cory, what was you thinking? Well, now Cory Booker's trying to revamp his image, and he joined onto some legislation with Ro Khanna and Bernie Sanders that would actually lower prescription costs.
Today we are discussing an outrage that is impacting the health and well-being of tens of millions of Americans. And that is that the people of our country pay by far, not even close, the highest prices in the world for the prescription drugs they need.
We live in a nation that professes to believe in ideals like life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and millions of Americans' health and well-being is being put at risk by the outrageous and unjustifiably high cost of prescription drugs. We live in a nation where families are hurting, individuals are going without treatment, where people's lives are being put at risk.
But there's still other things about Cory that need to be cleaned up. His attachments to Bain Capital, as you know, which is Mitt Romney's baby. You got to get out of that. He's also got to make amends for all of the work he did in Newark.
That builds common good. Poverty is a complex and systemic problem, and there's no one-size-fits-all solution. New Jersey has high long-term unemployment rates and a slow job growth.
Newark's bad, man. Newark's bad. There's also complaints about charter schools and his attachments to Betsy DeVos. Jeff Sessions was his buddy, then he hated him.
America needs an Attorney General who is resolute and determined to bend the arc. Senator Sessions' record does not speak to that desire, intention, or will. With all that is at stake in our nation now, with an urgent need for healing and for love, I pray that my colleagues will join me in opposing his nomination.
Like, I don't know what's going on with Cory Booker, but I do know this. We will not be fooled this cycle. We want true progressive candidates who care about the future of this country more than they care about corporate donors. I'm Tim Black for TBTV. For more information, follow me on YouTube, Tim Black TV, and also follow me as Real Tim Black on Twitter and Facebook. Hey, Cory, just like I extended to Kamala Harris, we can have a conversation, bro. It'd be a good idea to get out in front of the criticism while you can.